Today, I am in the Celebration Series Piano Repertoire book, 2015 edition for level Prep B. This is from the Royal Conservatory of Music, also known as RCM. And I'm looking at the very first piece in here, which is called The Rising Sun. The Rising Sun is a great piece to play. We're going to take a look at some details before we begin. Go ahead and get your pointing finger out and land it right on the time signature for me. There is our time signature. It says that we are playing 3/4 time for the Rising Sun. 3/4 time. The 3 tells us that there are 3 beats in every measure. The 4 tells us that a quarter note gets 1 beat. Now move your finger over slightly to this place right here. How many flats do you see there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 flats in this piece. This is our key signature. The key signature tells us what key our piece is in. And when we have 5 flats, we are playing in the key of D flat major, sometimes also called C sharp major. And D flat and C sharp major are exactly the same thing, because if you look at that note on the piano, which is right here, it is both to the left of D and to the right of C. So it has 2 names, C sharp and D flat. With 5 flats, we are playing every black key on the piano that we can. So this is a very fun piece because of that. Go ahead and move your finger up a little bit more and you will find the tempo marking right here. This tempo marking tells us that we're going to move slowly. And if you think about why we're moving slowly with this piece is called The Rising Sun. And if you have ever seen a sun rise, you know that it begins very slowly. At first there is darkness, and then there is a little bit of light. And then slowly, bit by bit, the colors start to explode onto the sky. They start to go faster at the very end, but it's still not too fast. And that speed will be taken care of as we move through by these notes here. So we don't want to play this song too fast because we want to echo the wonderment of a sunrise that we can see with our own eyes. This tempo marking of 72 to 80 beats a minute is something we can use on our metronome as a guide for how fast we should be playing. And now can you please drag your finger down to right here, where it tells you to hold down the damper pedal throughout the piece. The damper pedal is the pedal all the right on your acoustic piano. And what it does is sustain all of the notes. So as long as you have the damper pedal down, the strings continue to vibrate. If you're on a keyboard, you might only have 2 or even 1 pedal. And if you do, the pedal on the right or the one pedal that you have is the pedal that you want, the sustain pedal. And with that, let's begin. Today we are learning section 1. Section 1 is the first 8 measures. We will be starting here, playing through the first line, and then playing the first 3 measures of the next line. What I want you to notice is that all of these measures have the same rhythm scheme within them. They all say ta, ta. Can you tap that with me? 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. Ta, ta. So we're always going to start with a short and then follow by a long. These 2 measures are repeated right here. So we're going to begin by learning those. Go ahead and put your books up and let's get to the piano. This is middle C right here. Your left hand is going to go on G flat and A flat. That's these 2 black keys, the bottom 2 black keys of the 3 black key set right to the left of middle C. And your right hand is going to go here on the 2 black keys just above it. Now we're going to go from the bottom note to the top note like this. And then the right hand. And you can hear that rhythm. Ta, 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 ta. And then we repeat it. Play it with me. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. Left. Right, ta, repeat, left, ta, right, ta, ta. That's the first 4 measures. Now we're going to move your hands very slightly. Your left hand is going to move up one note like this, and your right hand is going to move up one note like this, but you're going to use fingers 2 and 4 to play this part because this is a little bit of a stretch. So we're going to do this so it's more comfortable. But the pattern is the same. It's low note to top note, left and then right, and it repeats. Play it with me. Measures 4 through 8. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. Ta, ta, right, left, ta, ta, right, ta, ta. Notice that we're all on the black key. So if you're playing a white key here, come on up to the black keys. Okay, we're going to move back to the beginning. Can you put your hands in the beginning position? And this time we're going to play it looking at the fact that each of these are 2-note slurs. 2-note slurs scoop up and then they lift gently like this. Notice my wrist goes high and I float up a little bit. And then I move up. Let's try it together. In the starting position, 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go, land. And now come up, wrist goes high, right, wrist goes high, left, wrist goes high on right, good. Move up, wrist goes high, good. 4th finger in your right hand, all black keys, lifting your wrist high. Super. We have 2 more details to incorporate into these first 8 measures. The first one is that we need to play this very softly. It tells us that it is piano. So to play very softly, we have to be up on our tippy fingertips right here. Let's try it again from the beginning. Starting with your right hand, super quiet. We're going to try to remember our 2-note scoops that lift up a little bit at the end. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go, left, lift up, right. Are you playing very soft? Right. Move your left hand, move your right hand. Good. Very nice. Let's add one more detail. We're going to push the pedal down on the floor. Now, when you push the pedal down, please make sure that you leave your heel on the floor. We want to use your heel like it's a lever, so it should be on the floor like this and your toes will go down to cover the pedal. Go ahead and push it down. Get your hands in place. We're remembering to play on our tippy fingertips so that we're nice and quiet, to try to do scoops that lift up at the end. And finally, we're keeping that rhythm in place. Ta, ta, ah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. Right. Nice and quiet. Ta, ta. Right. Move your left hand. Move your right hand. Good. 4th finger, black key. One more. Right hand. And you have learned how to play the first 8 measures of the Rising Sun. Great work.